kind of thing. And again, it is brass. It is heavy. It's 1.5 inches from top to bottom here. It is super, super cute in my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and start that. Starts at $6 today. I'm gonna start that auction on our miniature brass candlestick. Again, 1.5 inches, pretty hefty when you hold it. I know it's like cute and would be great for, I don't know if these candles are a little too big, but like that's what we're looking at with the candlestick today. If nobody buys it, it may just go on my trinket shelf over there. So, all right, thanks guys. As per normal, I also normally pick things that are really difficult for me to hold. So that's going to be one of our next ones. Thanks, Lindsay, for opening up the chat. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love my trinket shelf. It's so fun. Okay, we're bringing up our huge brass plate here. And let's see if we can get into a space that you can actually see all of it. You're gonna not see me for a minute. This is how big this is. This is my head, this is the plate. Huge, 22 inches, vintage Lombard C&A England brass plate. Hopefully you heard all of that as my mouth was covered with this huge plate. So it's C&A England brass plate. It does have a hanger on the back already for hanging. It has a horse depiction there with some dogs. We've got a dog here, some horse riders. We've got some cottages in the background. Huge, huge plate here. And we are only going for $30 when I research this. It goes for much, much more than that. So I'm going to go ahead and start the auction on that guy. Yeah, it's so hard for me to be in the screen and show this. This is a company out of Lombard, England, known for producing decorative brassware, including wall hangings and chargers. So this is a huge, huge wall hanging. Likely from the 1950s. Can you hear me when I'm talking behind the brass? All right, that will definitely be in the shop. Okay. Moving to stage, we've got a brass trinket box. I've not seen one like this before. I'm gonna bring that to stage. Tiny little tot here. Yes, Lisa, I think it was fox hunting. Yeah. Okay. Vintage. It does have the made in India sticker right there on the bottom there. This is it is hinged here. So it's like a basket, but it is brass. Brass lidded, mostly from the mid-20th century. So this weaving technique here that you're seeing on the top and on the sides is a characteristic of traditional Indian metal work. So again, could be used for any sort of trinkets got there. And it is starting at $16 today. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that auction. I'm gonna grab me a drink. Thanks for your bid, Lisa. Super shiny, super cute. I have actually done nothing to this. There's tiny, tiny pieces of maybe tarnish, but again, that could be polished up a bit. But you don't normally see the brass with this basket weaving type look here. So can I run? Thank you so much, Lisa. And yeah, Sunshine, I'll go ahead and run the brass candlestick holder too. See if I can pull that back up. Thanks so much, Lisa, for your bid there. Where is my little guy. And so many items, it's like hard to find things when you want them like right now, right? Okay, so I'm gonna restart the auction on the miniature candlestick going for $6. Hold on, did that restart? So it doesn't look like that it did. Sorry, I'm gonna try and pull that up again. Okay, you should see it on stage now. So this is my first time anybody's asked me to rerun something else. So I'm gonna go ahead and rerun the miniature brass candlestick. Tiny little guy, super cute. Sunshine is winning. The little miniature brass candlestick. 1.5 inches from top to bottom. Adorable. Countdown's taking so long. Yay, it's all yours. Thank you so much. Okay. Next up, we're going to do a candle snuffer. And this is what I love about this community too. Like, I didn't know this was a thing either until I saw a couple people were putting them in their shops, and then I found one as well. So this is what a candle snuffer is. So it's long here. We're talking 18 inches. So this is for your candle to snuff it out, obviously, as described. And it does have a clover type pattern at the end here. It is brass and in very, very good shape here. I've done nothing to it. It would be super cute, even hung up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that. It's at 18, I'm gonna start the auction. Saw that Tina had one that was a little bit different yesterday in her shop. So there may be others out there on the shop if you don't particularly care for this one. Yeah, right? It's so fun when you find something thrifting, and just love it for this kind of a great decoration piece. Definitely screams that vintage antique vibe, right? Okay, so that'll be in the shop. Okay, bringing up our next one. We had a couple bids on this one as well. I think we have one bid on this one. When I saw these, I thought that they were so adorable. So this is our Linux. They are pewter. So we've got a pear here and a cute little apple. But they are salt and pepper shakers. I feel like every single time that I go to like look at them, some salt comes out or some pepper comes out. But honestly, they do have their stoppers. So I'll just show you the one. Stoppers are in both. And they are marked Lennox Pewter on the bottom. So it does come with each of them. They are adorable as salt and pepper shakers, or would be cute just honestly on their own as shelf sitters. So I'm going to go ahead and start that auction. We do have one bid already. Lisa, thank you. But these are super cute. Got our pear. It's hard to show them both at the same time, so I'm just going to twirl this one so you can kind of see it. There's our holes for that. And we've got our apple. Lisa, are you buying it for the apple? All right. Thank you so much, Lisa. Okay. Next item we've got up for bid is an old one. I found it at an estate sale recently. stuffed with some vintage flowers. So I did take out the crusty flowers that were in there. But I just think this is adorable. So this is a vintage, it's tin, comb and brush holder. So it says comb and brush down here. So this would be adorable in a bathroom. Obviously, you don't have to put combs and brushes in it. You could put some things here in this shelf area. So it does have the area where you could, you know, obviously screw it to a wall or with some fancy fitting there. I'm going to show you, go ahead and show you the back. And again, when I found it, it was on the wall with a floral like arrangement in it here. So this is going for $18 today. Going to go ahead and start the auction on that. So these apparently were pretty common in as bathroom accessories, particularly in the late 19th century, mid 20th century. So this would have been made of typically tin, and it has a dark finish on the back here, usually mounted near like a vanity. So comb and brush. We do have a bid on that. Thank you so much. Yay! I really, really love this piece. So thank you so much for your bid and your purchase. Okay, mixing it up with some copper now. I'm gonna bring to stage our copper molds. So here it's pretty big. So it's a Miro. It is stamped on the bottom, Miro, and it also says made in USA, 3.5 cups. It is a copper aluminum, and it's a fruit basket scene. So obviously you can see the basket here and then various fruits within the basket. So this is going for $14 today. I'll go ahead and start the auction on that. Does have a hanger here at the top. So that would be very cute as like a kitchen decoration, that kind of thing. So yeah, $14. Again, on our molds, it seems to be really eye-catching with that color. Again, I washed it. That's pretty much it. And that will also be in my shop if you're interested after today, or if you're watching this like on a replay, that would be available as a buy now with offers. Okay. Appreciate you guys. So I've had this guy for a while. Pretty substantial here. What we have is it is antique. It is silver plated. It was made to be like a coffee carafe. So would have had like a glass and like silver plated like coffee vessel that would sit here. And this is kind of like your sterno. And this is super sturdy here. What we've been recently talking about with these is placing like a vase inside of this for your floral arrangements to really add some depth, and obviously that beautiful vintage flair to any maybe like normal modern vases that you may have is really going to make that pop. So this is made by Raymond, and I'm going to go ahead and start the auction at $13 today. For it is stamped. It's hard for me to show you, but on each inside of the legs here, it is stamped Raymond. And again, that would be silver plated. There is like a floral, like a flower design right here. Pretty like substantial too. Again, I've not done anything. You could shine it up, make it super shiny. Yay, Stacey, we got a bid here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your purchase. Okay, next up, we've got a Reed and Barton piece. It is also silver plated, and 2 pieces technically come with it. We got our lotus flower here. So again, it is 2 pieces. So you could use them, you know, separately in different areas of the room, or you could put them together as a piece here. It is stamped Reed and Barton 3002 on the bottom of each of them. So I can say that it was a set. It did come together how I found it. In one of my past lives, I'm at auctions, past auctions. I sold one that was like more of a candelabra. So this is in that same kind of family. So if you're interested in the candelabra, which I do believe somebody else has one in our shop, if you're interested in the lotus with the candelabra pieces, but this would be something very, very similar to that. So often used for like a candle or obviously any trinkets in there. I'm going to go ahead and start the auction starting at 18. So when stacked, this is 4 inches tall. And again, that is a Reed and Barton silver plated 2-piece, comes with both, lotus flower candle holder. And so unique, so beautiful. Yay, we got a bid. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you so much for your purchase. Okay, I have to show you guys this. I just did this on accident, and it's actually pretty cool. Okay. All right, next up, we're going to bring back some copper. Where did you go? All right. This is a big one. So I did put one of my taper candles. These are my favorite candles, but in this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out so you can see just how big this is. I mean, obviously my head, and this is how big it is. This is a vintage Gregorian copper chamber candlestick holder. So fancy swirl here, showing that it does hint, like has the taper candle area here with the drip area around. It does look like it needs a good like polishing up with the silver. Right now it's more of a like a tarnishy gray color, but it definitely is copper. I don't know if you can see it. There is some pictures. If you scroll within the pictures, it is stamped right there. Gregorian copper is listed there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the auction. That's starting at 12. I have a little bit of a tickle today, guys. Sorry. So I'm gonna take a drink. Yay, Sharon. Is it? Yeah, Sharon K winning. I love this. It's huge. It really is for a candle holder. It's a real statement piece, but so pretty. So, so pretty. And these scalloped edges all around the top and here. Beautiful. Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your purchase. Okay. Let's see. We have some Icora coming up. Beautiful German piece. Art Nouveau. German Art Nouveau bowl, and it is footed. It's got 3 feet on the back here. Still has a piece of the original sticker that does say Icora, I-K-O-R-A here. So this is a bit more expensive. I'm running it for $38 today. When you look this up, it is so much more expensive and worth way much more. So I know what I paid for it. So that you would be getting a steal out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and start the auction for $38. And this is circa 1940s. So they often had very like flowy lines with these Art Nouveau pieces here. This Icora line was introduced in the 1920s. This is a fluted design and spherical, beautiful, beautiful piece. It's a German metalware, would have been during this time period. So, yay, Stacy! Thank you so much for your purchases. I really appreciate it. Okay, another one that's going to be a little bit more difficult for me to hold. I just can't resist beautiful pieces though. So let's see, where is she? Got a total of 3 pieces coming up with this one. Okay, silver plated ewer, which to me looks like a water vessel. Could be used as a vase. 2 matching goblets. So let's bring them up. Okay, where did I put them? They're right here, right in front of me. Let's start with this guy. Okay, we do have, this one has a partial sticker right there, but again, 2 goblets that go with it. So it is engraved, silver plated. Both of the goblets, again, so hard to hold, have the Made in India sticker on the bottom right there. And this one does have, obviously you can look at the bottom is not quite round. There's some, you know, you can dig it back in place, but they are old and proud. So this also has that Made in India sticker there. So for a $40, you are getting the 2 goblets. And again, those are etched, silver plated, Made in India. Again, the bottom is also etched on both goblets. They do match the ewer that we have here. This honestly is my favorite part of the set here as I'm dropping the goblets. So we've got this fun handle here, would be beautiful with some florals in it. It is, I don't know how tall it is. It might be in the listing. Let's see. I guess I didn't put that in there. Again, we measure with our head. So very, very big. I want to say it's what, about 12 inches? So I'm going to go ahead and start the auction there for 40. Engraved silver plater ewer and 2 matching goblets to get all 3 pieces. Honestly, just for even the 1 piece, it's not a bad deal, but you do get the goblets with it as well. So fancy up your table with a silver plated ewer and 2 goblets go with it. Again, all made in India. And if nobody wants those, those will be in my shop later. Okay. With these, I went ahead and put all 4 in the same auction listing, thus the higher price. So I'm going to try to hold up each one. They were all found together. We have a set of 4 vintage framed gold foil etchings. They are done by Lionel Barrymore, and they're already framed and ready to hang. So you're looking at the back of one today. These are gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So we've got, it's hard for me to see if you guys can see it. So there's one. They are gold etchings matted in a wood frame. It is a set of 4. So they're all kind of like ship themed. So this is like they called it like a dry dock area with a man standing there. We've also got this one that is listed as San Pablo by Lionel Barrymore. We've got some boats out there and with buildings back behind. I'm trying to get that glare off there for you so you guys can see the gold etchings. Again, another kind of boat themed. It looks like a man here. a man here with the case open and you got the boats around him. Looks like they're building the boat in this one. Can you hold them just a touch higher so they are above the comments? Is that better? Okay. It's so hard when nobody's like talking back to me. Thanks, Stacy. So there's that one. Again, all in pristine, ready to hang. And let me know if you want me to hold up the other ones too. Oh, thank you so much for that suggestion there too. Swipe right to see without the comments. And then this one is more like, it's called Little Boatyard of Venice. So we've got like a sailboat with some buildings in the back too. Again, a steel for 4 ready to hang gold etched set of 4 vintage frames by Lionel Barrymore, gold etched there. So again, it's $50. I know that's a lot, but it comes with all 4 pieces. So all of these are matching frames, 12 by 14 frames ready to hang. And I will go ahead and start the auction on that. If these don't happen to sell and you're just interested in maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of them, that's fine. I will likely separate them in my shop later. But because I bought them as a set, I wanted to see if I could, you know, keep them together. I actually kind of saw them across the room from an estate sale in a beautiful home, and they are stunning, guys. These really bring in the brass pieces around it too. So thank you so much for looking at that. I know that those are hard to see and hard to hold frequently. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do a silver-plated tray. Where did it go? Okay. This is more like an olive tray. We've got here, we've got some vines and leaves around the edges there, starting at $8. It does have silver-plated stamped on the back, right there where my finger is. So it's a silver-plated tray with vines and leaves, grapes all around it. It is 9 inches from like here to here. We'll go ahead and start that auction at $8. Again, would be great as a shelf sitter with some baubles on top there, or like a serving dish for sure. You could definitely use that. Excuse me. So we've got, it is a beautiful piece, and that is sterling silver. Oh, Stacy, you're taking everything, which gets you some combined shipping. So any of the pieces that, oh, we've got 2 bids, yay! So anybody that has more than 1 item with me today, I will try to see if I can package them together, since most of them are, you know, metal, they can likely go together. Yay, thank you so much, Sunshine. Thank you so much. Which will cut down on your shipping costs, guys. So, okay. Next, we're bringing up the Ornate silver-plated tray. Where did it go? Okay, so this is one that, again, pictures do not do this justice. So that's why I wanted to share it on a live with you. So again, it's like something I'm trying to talk around right now. But if you look at the edge, it's got the rope kind of feel here. There's etching all around the middle here. And it has 2 handles. So again, handles like the roping on each side. Yes, thank you so much. Gorgeous on the square shape. Yeah, it is. It would be great. Obviously, Thanksgiving coming up, Christmas coming up, you could use this as a serving platter for sure. Also would be great like as a centerpiece It is gorgeous. So I'll go ahead and show you the back. There's nothing fun about the back at all. It looked like at one time there was a sticker that just, like if you were to polish that up, that would, obviously blend. That sticker is no longer there. Gonna go ahead and run this for 21. Again, big piece, so it's a little hard to hold and show. Thank you so much, Stacy. Have a good day. Yep, we'll add it to your box. So we've got, and make sure that if you have any pre-bids, you can bid now, even if you're not here. You could do max bids too. So Ornate silver-plated oval tray. Again, got that touch of excellence. Thank you, Sunshine. $21 today. Yay, thank you so much. Yay, yay, yay. I feel like today's items are just so fun. I love that you guys are just bidding and loving it. So, okay. Another fun favorite one of mine. So we've got a vintage Asian brass pot. Short and stout and cute, cute, cute. So that it is old. We do have some patina here. We love the handles. It's footed. It has a lid. It's a brass little pot. 2 handles. But the best part for me here is there's a man, and I'm not up on all the Chinese, Asian, my apologies, symbols, but you can see him there. Again, there's some patina because it is old, could be buffed up. Let me show you the other side. Same thing on that side too, though. So when I did my research, it's like a seated figure. Decorative patterns suggest the origin was Southeast Asia or East Asian. So it was often used for incense burners, small containers, that kind of thing. So super cute, pretty sturdy. I'm going to start it at 19 for the brass pot today. And that's an etched. So there is an Asian figure in the middle there. Again, pretty substantial, does come with the lid. Also has etchings on the lid too. This is beautiful for only $19 and does sell for much more than what I'm pricing it as. Obviously does have the patina because she's old, needs spiffied up a bit, but, and that one will be in the shop if anybody's interested afterwards. Okay. Let's go ahead and do, we got a vintage engraved solid brass, it's hard to say, solid brass vase, 8 inches coming up. This one has been in my shop for a little bit too, so has been discounted for a bit. So footed here does have like a rim here. It is etched as well. It says solid brass made in India on the bottom. It is fluted and scalloped at the top. So beautiful shelf sitter type vase is really going to pull in all those brass items. Going to go ahead and start the auction for 15. And it has etchings from here to here and then on the feet as well. So solid brass vase, 8 inches from bottom to top. Again, with that solid brass made in India sticker on the bottom still. Okay. That will be in the shop there. Next up, we have our Turkish copper. Okay. This is something that's also been in my shop for a bit, and it is gorgeous. It is etched, so it is copper. You can see on the back here, it does have the hanger. We do have one bid already on this. We have a Turkish copper engraved plate going for $16 today. I'm going to go ahead and start that auction. It is beautiful with those blues and the copper etchings. It's floral in there. Etchings all the way from the outside to the inside. You can feel the etchings. This plate is beautiful. Would be great like on a plate wall. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the back. We've got one bid. Thank you so much for your purchase. Okay. Bringing up a trivet. So a brass trivet. It's a little cutie here. They're calling this a snowflake pattern. It is footed, so 3 feet here, and it says Japan in the middle. I'm holding it by obviously this handle here. This would also be beautiful if you were to hang it on the wall as well. So vintage brass, 3-footed trivet. They call it a pot holder, flower, snowflake, made in Japan. So go ahead and start that auction for $11. Again, beautiful, beautiful small trivet. Pretty, like it's somewhat lightweight, in very good condition. Would be beautiful, even just like hanging on the wall there. Small trivet. Yay, Lisa, thank you. Very ornate. Adorable. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, what's next? I'm gonna bring up our pewter frame. Again, been in my shop for a minute here. Pretty substantial frame here. This is going for $10. Been in my shop for a little bit, but I just think it's gorgeous, and I think it's something that you guys just needed to see live. Has the 3 roses at the top here. Has the adorable bow at the bottom. It's pretty, again, pretty heavy. Here's what the back looks like. Running only for $10 today for this beautiful frame. I'm gonna start that now. In this picture, you'll see this all over the place, because that would have been like a very famous picture to be using back in the day. Pretty heavy. Again, I love the bow there on this frame. We'll go ahead and move on. That'll be in the shop again if you would like that afterwards. Okay, I don't know why I've been waiting on this one, but we'll go ahead and bring up our swans. We had 13 bids on this one last night. That was so fun to watch as well. And these guys are heavy. They are pewter and gold tone swans. So they are coming together. They do have the felt on the bottom there. We'll go ahead and start the auction so that you guys don't have to wait any longer to see who gets these. They are super cute, adorable. Have been in my shop for a bit. But they just go together so cute. Looks like Lisa is currently winning. And it's like hard to hold 2 things at one time. With our pewter and gold toned swans. Yay, Lisa, congratulations. Okay. Okay, next up is our brass mallards. Guys, this has been in my shop for a while. It is brass. It is heavy. Look at these cute ducks. How is this not sold yet? I did decrease the price too, from when it was just in my shop to show it to you today on the live auction. So this is going to run for $25. So we've got some mallard ducks here. It does have a sticker saying made in China on it though. Again, heavy to hold. There's a hanger here. It's hard to hold. And here. So it would be beautiful, like on the wall, kind of as a definitely as a decorative piece. So go ahead and start that. Only $25 today for the ducks on a log. Got 1, 2, 5 ducks, 5 mallards on a log. I just love this piece when I first saw it, but it is substantial. It's pretty heavy. Yay! Thank you so much for your bid. I'm honestly kind of sad. Like, it's been with me for a bit. So, but I'm very glad that somebody's going to take it home and love it. Thank you so much. I think we're kind of on the home stretch here. I'm going to bring up another brass little bowl. Just last minute, I threw some foliage in there just so you can see what it looks like. But this is solid brass. There is no sticker on this one though. It is 4 inches, pretty substantial here. And it is just a brass bowl, 4 inches, going for 15 to start. I'll go ahead and start the auction on that. Super cute, just no etchings, but just very, gives that modern feel, but it is definitely vintage, definitely old. 4-inch brass here. Would be, again, cute as a planter is how I envision it. The kind of things falling out, that kind of thing. So again, that will be in the shop if anybody wants that afterwards. Okay. Next one I'm bringing up, I had in my Christmas live and was surprised that it didn't go there. And maybe it's just not anyone's vibe, but we've got, they're calling it a Quatrefoil dish. Again, another one that's hard to hold. So I'm going to show it to you with the candles first, and then I'll take it out. So it's a 3 taper candle holder here, but then also has like this serving dish component to it. So doesn't come with the candles unless you really want them. I'd be happy to let them go at this point, but is a beautiful like serving dish here, kind of clover type shape. It was commonly used for serving candies, nuts, small appetizers. Again, it is footed. So on the back does have 4 feet there, pretty decorative feet as well. Likely from England. Again, Quatrefoil dish comes with the candle holders that you could use, or you could just use it as a serving dish as well. So this has been marked down since it's been with me for a little bit, going for $20 today. So I'm going to start the auction. Again, that is silver plated. Oh yeah, the whole fruit display, that would be fun. Or again, like as a centerpiece, obviously with your preferred candles in here, whatever that is, and you could even put some little appetizers in there. I do love this so much. Yay, thank you so much for your bid. It's so unique, like I haven't really been able to find one other kind of like it. Hey, thank you so much for your bid and purchase. Okay, next up, it's one a recent find, so it hasn't been even in the auction for long. But when I saw it, it's beautiful. So vintage Pyrex casserole dish. It's kind of like 4 pieces is kind of what you're getting here. So let me kind of undo it, and then I'll put it all together for you at the end. So vintage Pyrex casserole dish. It's got this decorative, like there's people dancing, hanging out by a tree, playing some instruments kind of thing here. It has 2 handles and is footed. There's 4 feet. So you've got that. That comes with it. And then to go inside that is we've got our Pyrex casserole dish. So we're going to build this up. So we got that. Obviously cute, right? So we got this. Comes with a lid. Third piece. So we've got our casserole dish. Just imagine bringing your mac and cheese, your buffalo chicken dip, whatever you've got in this beautiful casserole. And then because when I found it, it had this beautiful slotted spoon was in it. So I feel like it should just stay together. So all of this for $27 today. And this spoon is also vintage. It's a Sheffield, it says Sheffield, England on the back, and silver plated spoon as well. So because I want to keep it all together because that's the way I found it. I don't know why, but going for 27 today. Yes, perfect for the holidays. Thank you. I feel like somebody's going to love this for the holiday, right? Yeah. The metal part for your cookbooks, that's cute. That's really cute. So this one is round, so, okay. And that will be in the shop too. Okay, let's see what we have left. Bringing up some cast iron. I think this is the second to last item here. Vintage Venus and Cupid is what it is right there. Cast iron matchstick holder. So you put all your matches in here, little cubby. When they're done, you put them up here. So it has a little hanger here, and I'll show you the back. And it says Venus and Cupid match holder there. Very heavy. Often seen that this will be like put on like the side of a cabinet or near your fireplace. Again, pretty substantial. So starting out at $20 today, I'm going to go ahead and start the auction. Been in my shop for a little bit, so it has, oh, yay, Sunshine, thank you so much for your bed. Adorable. Super cute. Might need a little good wash there on the Cupid, but, oop, 2 bids, yay. 3. Ooh, I love it. 4. I get really excited when there's multiple bids here. Yay. So again, matchstick holder. And so any of the other like sellers that are watching, this probably from day one has been in my shop. So this is why we do lives, so people can actually see these beautiful items that we have. Yay, congratulations, Sunshine. We'll throw that all in the package for you. Okay, we may be down to, let's see if I've got everything. I think we only have one item left. Okay. Bringing up the Friedman. Oh, didn't come up. One sec. Friedman bowl. Again, pictures do not do this justice. Friedman bowl, silver plated bowl, Dutch scenes. So I will take a minute. It's hard to even focus on that, but they're different people, all silver plated. We got the reticulated area down here. Would be great for like a fruit bowl. Again, near my head, this thing is huge. When you look this particular item up, this sells a lot more than $25. But again, I know what I buy things for, so I'm sharing the wealth with you guys. So again, silver plated bowl with the Dutch scenes. This was also featured on the Royal Legends top picks for a while. So it has been marked down slightly for the auction today. So we're going to go ahead and start the auction at $25 for this big guy. Again, if you put some like a base in here, could use it as a planter or like a centerpiece. would be great, like fruit type bowl, or just, I mean, it's substantial, guys. It's a little heavy. And could be shined up and be really beautiful. So again, this is something that goes for way more than what I've listed for. And that would be in the shop if anybody loves that. So I believe that is all that I had today. Thank you so much for everyone that purchased from me today. Usually those will go out with it now being the weekend. Hopefully tomorrow they'll be out and shipped to you. Please follow me if you're not already. I have a next live coming up next Friday. And then just make sure that, thank you so much, ladies, you check out our other lives. We have so many other lives coming up. So watch that live stream. We have some great items out there, and I appreciate you guys for joining me today. Thanks so much for your purchases, and we'll see you soon. All right, bye.